Hey guys, today I just wanted to make this video for you as an update to my intermittent fasting video I did about a little over a year ago. And like I mentioned in the last video, I have just been doing my own research on this. This does not work for everyone, but this way of eating has definitely been positive for myself, my body, and my energy. So I'm just going to share like a little bit of my story of the last year. So the first question is, have I consistently been doing intermittent fasting for the last year? And to be honest, the answer is no. I stuck with intermittent fasting probably up until the holiday season, and when the holiday season hit, I just let myself go, which if you guys saw my 21-day fix journey, when 21-day fix came out in February, I was like, I am committing to this program and I'm going to follow it to a T, and I did, and I got amazing results. And the 21-day fix meal plan, it is a program that is designed for smaller meals throughout the day, and that worked for me. That program was awesome and really brought in portion control. That's what really gave me the true clarity on portion control. But I didn't follow intermittent fasting probably until about July of this year. I did have something happen in July of this year that I could not do any heavy lifting, or I couldn't do a ton of physical activity. I could just do light exercise basically. And I really didn't want to gain a ton of weight, so I started intermittent fasting again. And I don't know why I didn't start doing it earlier in the year, because I eat in a window of 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and I eat 3 large meals throughout the day, so at 10, 2, and 6. And I definitely feel like I have more energy throughout the day. I feel satisfied at each meal because, like I mentioned in my other video, if you eat a 200-calorie meal and you're used to that, and then you give yourself like a 500-calorie meal or a 600-calorie meal, you feel like a king. Like, you feel so full. And I personally like that feeling. I like that feeling of being full and not having to stress or constantly think about what my next meal is in the next 2 to 3 hours. So I like eating the 3 large meals. I also don't have to meal prep as much because I don't have to have tons of little meals throughout the day. It just works best for me and my schedule. So like I said, I eat between the hours of 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. and I work out at about 8 a.m. That's where that 8 a.m. came in. And I work out completely fasted. You know, it takes a little while to transition from eating a breakfast to working out, and your body really pulls that energy from the food. It's more readily available, whereas with fasting, your body's pulling it from its fat storage. There are tons of research about what it does with your fat storage, your hormones. Lean Gains on YouTube is an awesome resource. He really goes into the details about the hormones. I just go off what my body feels, and my body feels awesome. My abs are so flat in the morning. Chalene Johnson did a podcast with Melissa McAllister, and I'll link that in the comments or the description box below, so if you want to listen to that. Melissa is somebody that I have always looked up to in fitness and in business, and when she talked about her 8-hour ab diet, I listened to that podcast and I'm like, yes, someone else has finally talked about intermittent fasting, because it goes against the grain of what society has told us is the right way to eat, which is 6 small meals throughout the day, eating every 2 to 3 hours, and not letting your metabolism slow down. And that is really, really not true when it comes to the science behind intermittent fasting. You don't have to eat every 2 to 3 hours. This has worked for me. I'll link my other intermittent fasting video down below, But since I've started intermittent fasting again from the end of July to now, which is the beginning of September, I've lost 6 pounds again. My abs feel so tight and I don't have that bloated feeling like I used to have all the time. And I wish I would have gone the full year of consistently doing intermittent fasting, but I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad that in the holiday season I just kind of ate whatever I want, and I could definitely tell how my body responds to intermittent fasting because I went off of it and now I am back on. So my plan now is to be as consistent as I can with intermittent fasting, to at least stick with it 6 days a week. Things happen, life happens. There's times where, you know, somebody plans a late night dinner and you already you ended your fast at 10 a.m. You know, those kind of circumstances happen, and I'm gonna live my life the way I want to. So my goal is to have, you know, like 2 to 3 times a month where I'm not intermittent fasting. I'm going to try to stay consistent as I can, but not beat myself up, because it's really easy to just start up again. You know, like say Saturday we have a dinner that's later in the evening. So what? I finish eating at like 8:30 p.m. let's say on Saturday. I can just start it all over again Sunday 10 a.m. eat from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and just start over. It's really easy to just get back on, not beat yourself up about it and think, oh man, whatever, I can't do this anymore. It's really easy to just adjust your time frame. Or if I know that we'll be eating at like 9 p.m., I'll just adjust my window. So I'll start eating later in the day based on what time I know the last meal is going to be. It's really flexible. Like, it really does sound a lot more complicated than it really is. So I highly suggest you guys do your own research, check into it, try it out, give it a try for like a month or so, and kind of see how your body responds to it. This may not work for you, it might. It's really helped me, my energy level, my relationship with food. I still follow the 21-day fixed meal plan in the sense of I track my containers. Like, the number of containers is still the same throughout the day. I just eat them within my feed time, I guess, if you want to call it that. If you have any more questions, please contact me on Facebook. My Facebook link is in the description below, and just shoot me a message and I will get back to you within 24 hours. I promise. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.